Trump called this actually on Joe Rogan's podcast. He talked, what was the fish?
The smelt.
The smelt fish.
Water. You know, in Los Angeles, you can't get proper amounts of water, and it's unbelievably expensive. And you might have a house in Beverly Hills, and they're actually thinking about rationing water. Can you believe it? I was in the farm court country with some of the congressmen. We're driving up a highway, and I say, how come all this land is so barren? It's farmland, and it looked terrible. It was just brown. And I said, but there's always that little corner that's so green and beautiful. They said, we have no water. I said, do you have a drought? No, we don't have a drought. I said, why don't you have no water? Because the water isn't allowed to flow down. And in order to protect a tiny little fish, the water up north gets routed into the Pacific Ocean.
Whatever foolishness that they did led to the situation that they're in now.
It was the Department of Commerce that needed the approvals, but Gavin Newsom had to sign them. I got it all done. Nobody could believe it. It was all done. I said, I got it. You got so much water. All you have to do is sign. And that guy didn't want to sign.
And if you're going to say that the smelt or the Eurasian snailfish or the spotted owl is more important than the safety of millions of residents, that's a decision you have to make openly and clearly. And you have to be honest with your constituents. Hey, everybody, I know you all want spotted owls flying around. Are you comfortable with your neighborhood burning to the ground to protect that owl? People would say, no. Everywhere else in the world, when those planes drop water on fire, you know, you take a glass and you fill it with a carbonated beverage and you pour it in quick, it fills. You pour still water into a glass, however much you pour in is how much you fill. Every other country in the world, when you see those water bombers fly in, they use what's called water additives. So you scoop the water out of the ocean, out of a lake reservoir, you add in gel-based additives, foam additives, whatever it is, retardant-based solutions, and increases the effectiveness of that water dropped on the fire by 5 to 6x. And because when it drops on the fire, it foams up and suffocates the fire. But here in America, we don't do that because we're not allowed, because that foam might harm the white-tailed deer population or the Eurasian snailfish or the smelt or the goldfish. It's like if you were deployed overseas and they said, no, you can't carry that AR, it's too effective. And time is critical, as I mentioned in a fire. Initial attack, get there fast. Well, you have a reservoir right next to the fire. Your turn time could be 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Nope, can't use this reservoir. There's an endangered goldfish that lives there. You need to go to that reservoir 20 miles away.
Is that what happened in LA?
This happens all over California. This fire is spreading at 2 football fields a second, and now it's 20 minutes away to get air support. Imagine being pinned down in a valley in Afghanistan being told, sorry, aircraft is available, but because of the environmental impact of the bomb is going to drop, you just keep holding on that firefight for another half hour, and we're going to find a green bomb for you because the dirty bomb's too dirty.
So they put a fish or lettuce or the spotted owl or whatever the hell it was above human life.